So that, obviously it always feels good to win, and I thought the guys came out and we just wanted them to cut it loose and play. We kept the plan simple. They knew what we were facing because we'd faced them for 2 days now, and I felt like those young guys came out, and I didn't feel like it was too big for them. They made plays, and then the vets that were out there for us, I thought did a good job too. So look, it always feels good to win. We got a lot to clean up, but that's a good first start.
Alexander's been a guy that's kind of shown off the first 12.
Who's that? I'm sorry.
Alexander.
Yeah. What did he do?
Maybe once every day in practice seems to do something, that catches your eye. Just how much of an exclamation point does he put on the first couple of weeks at camp with that kind of play to kind of spark you guys and get you back into it?
Well, he's got some returnability. I mean, we used him a little bit last year in a couple of things before he got hurt, but that was an outstanding return. I mean, I thought, that was a long kick, and he fielded it and got going on it. I thought we blocked it well, and then really the rest was up to him. He made a couple of, broke a couple of tackles there and kept going. Then we got some blocks downfield, and, I think what was awesome, it's what we preach all the time. I mean, that's not even our first unit, but, man, it just shows there's development because, there again, we come out at halftime, we stop them on defense, we talked about it, and then we get this big return, and all of a sudden, man, you flip the game. And but Mo did a good job there, man. That was electric, and that got our guys going.
How encouraged were you by the pass rush, given that it's not exotic in the preseason, it's usually man on man, to see the productivity on third down, especially this game? How encouraging is that?
Yeah, it's good. Anytime you can get some pressure on the quarterback, and certainly you could feel it. It was, nice to see the two brothers go in there and crush the can. So that was good, and I thought for the most part we had pressure all day. Now there's things we got to work on. We're still, behind the quarterback on some things. But all in all, certainly we created enough pressure to create some problems for them offensively.
To that point, 9 different guys, I think, had a tackle for loss, man. Just when you're playing in their backfield that much,
Yep.
How much does that make things a little bit easier on defense?
Well, it's that's what you're trying to do. If you can get them in a second and long, or certainly a third and long because of TFL, that only helps AG call the game. That helps our guys, understand the situation. So that's good. And I think, I'm hoping, until I see the film, but I'm hoping that's going to point to our fundamentals, and that's why you're getting these TFLs and guys are doing their job. So, it's a good thing.
Coach, you said Jameson Williams will get a lot of reps.
Yeah.
I guess your early impressions of him, and what does this experience do for him?
Yeah, look, I told him this, man. I'm not worried about, I didn't go in this game and say, man, Jameson needs to have 10 catches and 180 yards. That was not what I want. I just wanted, man, get lined up, urgency, route definition, detail, finish. And, man, I thought for the most part he did that. And there again, I got to watch the tape, but he was in it. And, man, I thought he cut it loose. And look, it's not perfect, but not everybody's perfect out there either. I mean, we got so much to clean up across the board, but I was more positive with the way that he showed up. I thought he did some really good things,
He's played virtually every snap, I think, through the third quarter. Was that the plan all along?
Yeah, I wanted him with Nate. Yep. So when Nate came out, he was coming out.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so he was with Sudfeld, basically.
Did you see, a couple of the interception on the first play was, I think maybe Sudfeld was trying to force it?
Yeah, no, listen, that was so, yeah, look, Nate was getting hit when he threw that ball, but we had a couple of things where we were going to catch him, see if we get him off sides. All right, in the first play of the game, we got him, and we didn't snap it, and then we came back to it, and so it's like, we shouldn't have snapped it, and then it gets snapped, and so anyway, it was just one of those. It was a miscommunication, so between he and Nate, and really, I don't put that. I put that on us as coaches, not them. And Nate's throw, he's getting hit when he's trying to throw it. I don't count that one. I put that on us. Now, the other one across the middle, he's trying to squeeze the ball in there to J-Mo, and, it was high and hot, and then J-Mo got squeezed in the middle, so it's really on both of them. But, we hate to discourage throwing those daggers into the field. We want him to, we want him to launch them, and he did that, and it didn't work out. But I would say there was more positive than negative on Nate. I felt that way.
Not really a question about tonight's game, but we saw the news yesterday with Justin Jackson retiring at the age of 27. I guess your thoughts on that, or what went into that? Did you express anything, or just your reaction?
Yeah, no, listen, it's hard. I'd say for us it's hard because he was having a really good camp. He really was. It was good to get him back, and he brought value to us. But at the end of the day, man, he's in a good place. And he just felt like, you know what, this is where my life is going right now. I feel like it's time for me to move on. And there was no ill will. There was no – I think he came to the crossroads and, hey, this is what I feel is right. And I respect that, man. And I wish him the best. If I can help him any way, I will. We're going to miss him. But, he's been a pro, man. He was having a heck of a camp.
Do you get any sense that he knows everyone's watching, he knows people want to see what he can do? Pressing or feeling it at all? Do you get any sense of that with him?
I don't know. Maybe a little bit, but he's done a pretty good job of blocking things out. I mean, I know there's a lot of, stress or pressure that can be applied there, but I think, it's like we tell all our guys, man, you can't listen to what's going on in the outside world. Just listen to us, listen to your teammates, listen to your coaches, honor the tape, and let's get better. And he's done that, man. I feel like he's really taken his approach has been really good the last, call it 7 days. I mean, taking a total leap. And so, it's all about getting better and growth. And so, this was step one. Man, this is a lot of rest. He needed this. He didn't have a preseason last year. He really didn't. I mean, I kind of feel like he's starting from square one, So it's a step in the right direction. We'll get him in against Jacksonville, then we're going to play him again and get him better. So. But this is a step in the right direction.
We're talking a ton about
I'll come back to you, Justin.
When Alexander Williams sprinted a fair amount down to meet him coming out of the end zone, it was pretty exciting. I assume you like seeing that kind of urgency sort of off the field too, and on the field, not right off.
With our players or with?
Just in general, but specifically when Williams sprinted a fair amount to get to Alexander after he scored as he was coming out. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Yeah, well, no, I did have the ref come to me and say, when you got guys in street clothes, I'm going to throw a flag next time they run down there in the end zone. I did get that one. But no, and I knew there was a bunch of guys down there, but that doesn't shock me with J-Mo, man. At the end of the day, you can tell he gets excited for his teammates. He's in it. It's nothing like that, man. He's got growth to do, man, like a lot of young guys, and particularly guys that haven't been through camp. I mean, this is his first legit camp. And look, he's got a long way to go, but he's taken a step in the right direction, and I thought today was really positive for him.
we're talking a lot about Dylan Drummond for good reason, but it seems like Chase Coda's been coming out strong the last week and a half, culminating with playing. What have you seen with his growth through time?
Yeah, he's. I would say he's kind of he's the quiet sleeper, because I think he's done some things that every day. It's positive, but it's kind of right under the radar, and it's more like the guy really doesn't mess things up, and then today he shows up and makes these plays that really catch your eyes. So when you get a guy he's where he's supposed to be, he's accountable, he can really play all the positions, and now he's making these plays, starting to produce. It's hard not to see it, right? So that was good to see. I mean. That's what you want out of some of these guys. Particularly, you're talking about rookie free agents, Drummond's had a really good camp, and then Coda has done a good job. It really showed up tonight, man. It's like, okay, and it catches your eye, right? Because you're like, the lights are on, and all of a sudden this guy's making some serious plays. So, that makes me want to give him more reps. Let's bump him up a little bit, get him a better group, better comp, and see where he can go.
I love that 11-play drive by Adrian there. Pretty poised, made some plays with both his arm and his legs. How impressed were you with that?
Yeah. Well, I was impressed because I thought he was really composed. I thought he handled everything very well, and you don't know what to expect. We see him every day in practice, and we're hard on him. But, man, I thought he commanded the huddle. I thought he ran the offense. I thought he was efficient. I thought he was unfazed. And that's what you want out of your quarterback. And, made a few plays with his legs. We had a couple of outlets that if you felt the pressure, he didn't miss a beat. I mean, he was on it. So I was impressed.
What do you do with the quarterback reps the next 2 weeks? You gotta get Teddy obviously involved, but Forrest lost.
Yeah, we'll talk about it tomorrow. But I mean, the plan right now would be, Martinez is going to get a little bit less because Teddy needs to start getting some. So you're looking at Nate and Teddy right now. And Adrian's the one he's probably going to have to take a little bit of a back seat and not get as many reps.
And I want to ask about Julian acquired just specifically before you left. You talked about him needing to be more consistent. You know how big the pass rush today. Just first impressions of what he was able to pick up.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see the tape, but I know that he was another guy that really flashed today. He did a lot of things. You could feel his speed off the edge. He was able to, pressure the quarterback. I felt like he was, he was hustling out there and set an edge a couple of times in the run game. But we'll see. I mean, certainly he showed up.